Perth actor Orla Saphron lands role in new Mark Wahlberg film, Play Dirty. A budding Perth actor says she has achieved the biggest highlight of her career after landing a role in a film starring Hollywood megastar Mark Wahlberg. Orla Saphron spent 2 days on a Sydney set playing a college student in Wahlberg's upcoming crime thriller, Play Dirty. And while Saphron never met Wahlberg, he was not in Sydney when she was on set. The 26-year-old worked closely with director Shane Black, one of the pioneer screenwriters of the action genre, is the brains behind some of Hollywood's biggest blockbusters, including Lethal Weapon, The Nice Guys, and Predator. Getting to work with Shane Black one-on-one was honestly one of the biggest highlights of my career so far because he's an icon, Saphron told Perth Now. Advertisement. He works on a collaborative basis, so he really listens to his actors and puts a lot of trust in us, which is really incredible for someone like me working on my first U.S. film. It was really incredible to get to work with someone like him who actually allowed me to show what I could do, and what I felt the character's motives were. Saphron says she was amazed when 2 of the film's writers, Chuck Mondry and Anthony Bagarozzi, pulled her aside to personally commend her on her audition tape. It was so lovely to hear that from them because you don't often get to speak to the writers because they're not always on set, she said. It was really nice to have them go out of their way and come up to me and say something like that. It just gave me that little bit of hope, motivation, and inspiration that made me be like, well, maybe I can do it. The Mitty Lawley Senior High alumni say she had a creative itch after applying for the school's performing arts program when she was around 12 years old. I actually applied with my visual arts portfolio because I was into drawing and painting back then, but then I did the performing arts side of things and I fell in love with theater, she recalls. From there, Saphron studied at the National Institute of Dramatic Art before cutting her teeth in Aussie dramas including North Shore, The Claremont Murders, and Lies with Us. When I graduated school, I took a bit of a gap year, and when I came back, I realized I wanted to take acting a little more seriously, she said. I started to do a bit more screen acting in things like short films, student films, music videos, and commercials, and I realized I loved being in front of the camera and getting to see the finished product. Saphron says she is playing the long game, but it would be a dream to play a kick-ass, independent woman. I grew up doing taekwondo, so I love action films, so one of my dream roles would be to play a kick-ass woman who's strong and independent like Angelina Jolie in Mr. and Mrs. Smith or Scarlett Johansson in Lucy, she said. Most action films are led by men, so I would love to see some more female-led action films. I also want to tell other actors to keep working hard, because it is a really long game. It's not something you're going to get overnight. You just have to keep persevering and pushing through. It's a tough industry to work in and it takes a long time for you to see the results in, but you really have to keep that hope.